A broadband service, previously called an ADSL circuit provided by BT, had two jumpers. One jumper from the EN E side to the ADSL in block on the D side. One jumper from the ADSL out block E side to the bar pair block D side. This would be written as, this is the bar pair. This is the ADSL out block on the E side. This is the ADSL in block on the D side. And this is the EN block on the E side of a System X exchange. An old SDSL circuit had one jumper from the ADSL out block E side to the bar pair block D side. This would be written as, this is the bar pair. This is the ADSL block on the E side. These circuits are largely gone now, having been re-jumpered and renamed as MPF circuits. This means that a TAM will have been added to the jumpering. An LLU SMPF has two jumpers. One jumper from the EN E side to the LLUL block D side. One jumper from the LLUT block E side to the bar pair block D side. This will be written as, this is the bar pair. This is the LLUT block on the E side. This is the LLUL block on the D side. This is the EN and it's an AXE10 exchange. An LLU MPF also has two jumpers. One jumper from the LLUT block E side to the TAM in block D side. One jumper from the TAM out block E side to the bar pair block D side. This will be written as, this is the bar pair. This is the TAM out block on the E side. This is the TAM in block on the D side. This is the LLUT block on the E side. So let's take a look at some typical work instructions and see if we can identify what jumpers are required and where they need to go. A typical mapping stream for an SMPF circuit for a DFJ example on CSS will show typical allocations like this. So we can see that two jumpers are required here. They generally list the bar pair first, as we can see. The references are arranged in pairs. So the first jumper runs from the bar pair 1/A238 to the E side cable pair on MDF1 to the CP's equipment, which is LLUT 306-732-87. 87 is the pair to be used on this cable. Underneath it is the mapping reference. The second jumper is provided from this point, LLUL 188-923-87 to LIC 002679. LIC 002679 is the equipment ID, EN, for the dial tone from BT. This provides dial tones for the CP's equipment. LLUL 188-923-87 is the ID of the cable pair that connects to the CP's equipment from the MDF. Again, below it is the mapping reference. The combined signal then comes from the CP's equipment across the MDF and out to the end user. A typical mapping stream for an SMPF provided by BT. This is an old ADSL, looks like this. Again, it is two jumpers. One from here to here, and the second from here to here. A typical mapping screen for an MPF circuit would look like this. Again, it is two jumpers. One from here to here, and the second from here to here. A typical mapping screen for an MPF provided by BT, an old SDSL, looks like this. Again, it is two jumpers. One from here to here, and the second from here to here. When circuits are connected across two MDFs, tie pairs are used to connect the MDFs together. The mapping will usually have been amended during provision to show which tie pairs have been used. In most cases, tie pairs are loaded onto CSS on installation and can take a number of forms. Exchanges with many sets of tie pairs may add a letter to identify which ties are used and to identify the correct tie when jumpering on the other MDF. A typical SMPF circuit with tie pairs between the MDFs would look like this. These are the tie circuits. As can be seen, the LLU equipment is connected to the MDF2, but the EN and bar pair is on MDF1, so two ties are required, from MDF1 to MDF2, and from MDF2 back to MDF1. A typical MPF circuit with tie pairs between the MDFs would look like this. These are the tie circuits. It is vital that when you're jumpering, all records must be completed accurately and passed on where required. There are many people on BT who do not have access to CSS. It is therefore imperative that the information passed on to them is complete and indicates precisely what work should be carried out. Failure to carry out this simple task will result in delays to the completion of the job, insomuch as the field technician may have to seek advice from colleagues in deciding what work is required. They may also have to call the CMC or SMC for advice. In some cases, the field technician may FUR the job on task force requesting the correct information to be added. All these issues add up to a major delay, both for the frame technician and in providing services for the CPs. To assist with this issue, the circuit types and jumpers associated with those circuits need to be shown. It should be possible to ensure that if all relevant routing information on CSS is copied and pasted to frames work instructions, these delays can be eradicated. So please remember, SMPF circuits require the following information, preferably with mapping: equipment, EN, LLUL or ADSL in if CP is BT, LLUT or ADSL out if CP is BT, tie pairs where required, bar pair. MPF circuits with or without number portability require the following information, again preferably with mapping: LLUT or ADSL out, tie pairs where required, TAM in, TAM out, and bar pair. To help you, there is the option of printing out a simple circuit diagram for this and a checklist to help you remember a few important items when connecting circuits.